Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE Fan 0599 here again. And welcome back to WWE Fans TV Recap Show. And today's recap show will be for the Muppets. So, this week's episode of the Muppets is entitled Bear Left, Then Bear Right. So, before we get into this episode, of course, spoilers are ahead. So if you have not seen this episode, please don't watch this review. But if you have seen this episode, or if you just don't care about spoilers, continue on watching. So let's get into the episode. So what this episode is basically about, it's about, Kermit. He has to read this sketch that Fozzie Bear has written for him for the show, and it's absolute garbage in Kermit's opinion, and he's like, I can't air this. This is too bad. And Fonzie's like, did you like it or whatever? So, and basically Kermit has to lie to him in order to stay friends. So, what did I think of this week's episode? Another great episode from the Muppets. I'm honestly loving this show. This show is great. And this episode was another great example of why this show was great, because this episode was just really, really funny. So, yeah. So let's get into my positives, and my positives are the acting with the episode. The acting's really good with the episode. I really thought everybody did a nice job in the episode. So yeah, the cameos in the episode. We had 3 celebrity cameos from Christina Applegate, Liam Hemsworth, and Nick Offerman. I thought they were all funny. I really enjoyed those cameos. I'm enjoying these celebrity cameos in each and every episode, because this is kind of like, not really, it's like I said, it's like Parks and Rec meets The Office. It's like that type of thing, except with the Muppets. And I'm really enjoying these celebrity cameos. I'm not getting sick of them, honestly. I'm actually really enjoying them, and they're actually really good. And I thought everybody with those cameos did a really funny job, especially Nick Offerman, because Nick Offerman in this episode, because Fonzie leaves the show because Kermit lied to him. So Nick Offerman comes in and was like, I'm going to be the new writer, but I want a cappuccino machine and not the cheap cappuccino machines. And then later on in the episode, Kermit, it was like, Nick Offerman was like, Kermit, I'm sorry, I was too harsh. I shouldn't ask you for a cappuccino machine. I want a boat instead. I thought that was funny. But, yeah, the comedy really works in this episode. I thought the comedy was really, really funny in this episode. Really worked. I actually laughed a lot during this episode, because they just know how to do the comedy in this show. It's probably one of the better comedy shows that ABC has done, because really, let's be honest, they don't really do comedy too well, but with this show, they're doing great with. So yeah, I thought the comedy really worked in this episode. It really did. So yeah, the writing, like I said, was great. Writing was great with the episode. Definitely well written. The directing was really good. Like I've said in previous reviews, I'm liking this documentary type, like mockumentary. I'll say mockumentary because that's what it is, really. This mockumentary type filming that they're doing for the show, I actually really like that. That's actually really funny. So yeah. So let's talk about some of the moments in the episode. Well, we did talk about a moment earlier, but let's talk about some more. There's this brief little scene where Kermit the Frog and Fozzie are going like, "You're the man, no, you're the man," and just the way that they did it was really funny. I mean, it was by far, to me, the funniest moment in the episode. Just the way they did it, and when you see the episode, you'll know why it's funny. Just the way they do it, it was really funny, and by far the funniest scene in the episode, in my opinion. When Kermit has to go and find Fozzie because he left the show. And when Fozzie doesn't know how to hang up the phone, and Kermit's like, "We've been on here for 30 minutes. Not a really funny moment. Then when Kermit finds Fozzie in the woods, Fozzie gets hit with the tranquilizer bullet. And he acts all loopy, and that was really funny as well. I really enjoyed that. That was probably my second favorite moment of the entire episode. That was really funny, so yeah. When Gonzo pretends to be Liam Hemsworth for the Online Dame site. That was actually really funny as well. I thought when I heard about this in the episode with this side plot, I was like, really not gonna. But the way they executed it, I thought it was really good. It was really funny. Like, it's like this Muppet type person, and Liam Hemsworth's like, you know what? They actually get Liam Hemsworth, and Liam Hemsworth starts falling in love with the Muppet. It was funny. I thought the way that they did it was really funny. So yeah. But I do have one negative with this episode, and my negative is that the whole thing with Miss Piggy and Christina Applegate, I thought could have been cut from the episode entirely because it really didn't fit with the episode. And I just didn't really enjoy it. It didn't really fit with the episode, in my opinion, and I think it just could have been cut from the entire episode. So yeah. But besides that, not a great episode. I loved the episode personally. Can't wait to see what they do with next week's episode. So yeah. So it's time for my official grade on this episode, and my official grade on this episode is an A. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was great. So it's getting an A. So what do you guys think of this week's episode? Leave it in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you about later. Peace.